All right, welcome back. We continue. Bob Pompiani with Gene Collier. We got some email. Alan in Nutter, Fort West Virginia says I was wrong about Jeff Locke, but can we all agree we've seen enough of Jonathan Sanchez? Yes, I would agree with that, and I think the Pirates are painfully going to have to finally make that their conclusion. Also, we have this one to us from no name, but it says, Bob, I agree with your experience in the playoffs argument. It usually matters. Remember 2007 when Ottawa was experienced, the Penguins were not, and then the Sens won the series in 5 games, and then look what happened a year later for the Penguins. They used that experience. Gene, I think experience is huge. And you look at this team, you have all these captains on the team with Morrow and Iginla and Sidney Crosby and guys who've been around as veteran leaders. I don't know how you can top that in a series like this.
The only thing I can offer on that, Bob, again, is the goaltending. I mean, anybody can run into the dreaded hot goaltender. I mean, it could be Marc-Andre Fleury, too. But that's how teams win. That's how eight-seeded teams advance, as it's happened many times.
It's interesting to know, too, that if you're looking for 1 versus 1, people talk about Pittsburgh-Chicago. That seems to be the matchup that everybody wants.
Almost never happens.
You're right. The last time it happened, 1 versus 1, was 2001. So it's been 12 years since that actually happened. Let's go out to line 1, since we're on the topic of ones, with Paul in the North Hills. Paul, go ahead.
Ron Cook's several columns about the failure to sign James Harrison led me to this question. If they had been able to structure a contract with Harrison that would have involved a substantial reduction, that would have provided for incentives and bonuses based on performance, would that have counted against the cap, or would the base salary only have counted?
Just the base salary. The rest of it would be down future. It wouldn't be immediately. But you know what? They did offer that, Gene, if I'm not mistaken. They gave him a reduced pay, but they also gave him some potential incentives that I don't think he was interested in.
I think that's right, Bob, but you are our resident capologist. I leave all those questions to you.
Yeah, it's that extensive training I get balancing my checkbook each and every day. Actually, my wife does that. Let's go to Marcel in Stowe Rocks. Go ahead, Marcel. How are you?
Great, Bob. How you doing there, Bob?
Good,
and Gene, I love the show.
Thanks.
Just wanted to comment on or get your opinion on what you thought of them getting Mike Golick Jr.
Yeah, as long as Greeny comes with him, right? Don't you think, Gene?
Yeah, Mike Golick Sr. is a pretty serviceable player, and I think he's always said that Junior is a better player. Isn't that right, Bob?
Exactly. All right, switch real quick back to hockey. I want to get your opinion on a dark horse in the Eastern Conference because by all accounts, the Penguins are head and shoulders above everyone. I think Boston probably is the team that you can make a case that could challenge them if everything goes right. But give me a dark horse in the East, Gene.
Well, Washington and the Islanders are playing the best hockey in the East other than the Penguins right now. So I think the Capitals could get it done. They're very hot, and Ovechkin's playing better than anybody, really.
Yeah, he is. 32 goals after a really sluggish start. In the Western Conference, I see a lot of teams that I think can actually do some damage there to the Blackhawks. And I also don't like the Blackhawk goaltending combo. They've been great during the regular season, but in this time of the year, you need 1, not 2. You got to have a surefire guy, and I don't think Corey Crawford or Ray Emery will answer that. Let's go to Ron in Pittsburgh. Ron, go ahead. Hey, Ron.
Hey, this is Ron, yes.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yes. My issue is on the gay issue as far as athletes or whoever you may be. We look at a country that as far as privacy and whatever it may be, you shouldn't be kept to yourself. We look at world powers that are looking at our country. And as far as the world powers looking at our country, it's one thing within itself. You keep that within yourself, whatever you are, whoever you are. I had 2 cousins that I love dearly that died between 2009 and 2011. I could not relate to the issue of the gay situation, which I'm speaking about. And they passed away because of AIDS. And that made me more sensitive to the fact of who they are. They were cousins I loved dearly. And that hurt me to my heart, but I loved them for who they were.
And that's how it should be, Ron. We're up against the break. I appreciate those sentiments. I think you're absolutely right. We'll be back with more right here on the Sports Call, Pittsburgh CW.